Hey everybody, Gleason News. I'm gonna hang out here a little while, see if anybody comes in today. I got about 5 different little items that I thought I'd just have kind of for fun. I want to do a little bin sale and see how it works. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'll probably screw something up. I'm gonna give it a try if anybody comes in. We're gonna have what's going to be in this bin sale is the first one's going to be a Red Ryder pocket knife, 3-bladed knife, and hey, metal angler, how's it going? I'm going to see if we can get a few people in here, and I'm going to do a little 5-lot bin sale. I just started to go over it there. Got a Red Ryder 3-bladed pocket knife I'm going to sell. Got a 2020 Cheetah. It's 20 francs, silver round. Got a Pulse streaming microphone in case somebody might like. Doing good, metal angler. Doing pretty good. And then I've got an Argent Fin $5 Canadian coin with the COA. It's the breast cancer awareness. And my last item I'm gonna put up here today is gonna be an 1890 CC Morgan, and it's worn, but it's still got a good readable CC on the back and a good readable date, and it'd make a good starter for somebody. And I think it'll be a reasonable price. I'm gonna make a good deal to somebody on that Morgan if they're interested in it today. I may not get nobody in here. I may be going to just talk to myself. Never can tell. It's been about, I say it's probably been about a year and a half, a good year, I know, since I came on and tried to do a little live stream. I don't know. I tried to get a hold of a couple people, see if they wanted to come in, and at least maybe one of them come up on panel with me while I was trying to do it. We got an old cold today, an old sinus trouble. Hello, AZ and Papo. Yeah, I was just AZ, you just stepping in. I was just going to tell them I'm having a little 5 different lot bin sale I wanted to try to do if I got a few people and thought somebody was interested. Just see how it goes right now. We get some in here. I just thought I called it the Black Saturday Christmas sale. But there's the Red Ryder, the Red Ryder 3-bladed. Hey, Scott Jarvie, good to see you, buddy. Maybe a few folks will come in. At least I'll have fun trying for a few minutes anyway today. Give me an A for effort. This little 3-bladed, I'll just start now since there's 3 or 4 people in here anyway. But I'm going to do everything with a BIN. And that Red Ryder 3-blade, I'm going to do $20 plus $5 shipping. If anybody would be interested in that, I lowered the price since I was in the flea market last week. Just trying to make a little extra money for the Christmas holiday coming up now, and 2, just to have some fun. I wanted to see if I would ever be able to do this by myself. But this is a $20 plus $5 shipping. You just type BIN on the knife if anybody's interested in that knife. It's a nice little 3-blader right there. I may just keep skipping around. I'll show y'all while you're here what I have. And this was the second one. It's got a high. They've got a high premium on them. I don't know if y'all seen this one. My camera may not show it too good. That cheetah. It's in the. I think Big T said it's in the Predator series. They called it. But it's 20 francs. And I got it in a nice capsule. Now it's everywhere on eBay, everywhere I've seen goes for $75 or more. And I'm going to do 65 plus 5 for shipping on it. I mean, it carries a premium on that one. But it's a good looking. It's sharp. It's really pretty details. Hey, Johnny Ray. I'll go by. I ain't got my 5 things to show, so in a little bit here I'll go back over them again. I was just showing this 1 ounce cheetah here. It's a 20 francs. It's 65 plus 5. It's one of the high premium ones I'm trying to sell today. Popple, you got $20 down there on the Red Rider. Are you wanting to buy that? Or if you do, let me know. Type 20 BIN. It'll be $5 shipping. Popple. I've seen you before. I remember you coming in, but in the third item, it's a pulse. It's a streaming microphone, and it's $12 and $3 shipping. And it's got I believe it's the 3.5 millimeter plug that plugs in. It's got the little stand with it. Hello, Ringing Constitutional. Thank y'all for coming in today. Look at my 5 items I'm going to try to sell. It's a Pulse streaming microphone, $12 and $3 shipping. Anybody wants the microphone, just type microphone and BIN microphone if you're interested. I'm going to show this. This was lot 4. This is a real beauty right here. Kind of wanted to keep this one, but I'm going to try to move this one. It's Argent Fin, $5. It's a Canadian breast cancer awareness. Got the COA with it. You see I stuck it up under the side of it there. It's a beautiful coin. I mean, it's blinging. This one here I'm getting 65, and I will ship it at that. It brought a whole lot more about a year ago at the cancer auction, and it's 25.175 gram of 4/9 fine silver. That's what that one is. And I've got the 5th item. It's an 1890 CC Morgan, Carson City. It's an old evening. Now my camera's not going to show you real good. I noticed I tried to show it to Big T one night, and I just can't get. I don't want to focus for me, but trust me, it is a CC. It's right down on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hello, Sir Gold. 1890. $18.90. CC Morgan right there. And I want to do the Black Saturday special. I'm going to go. I want $115 plus $5 shipping on this coin right here. It's worn. I'm describing it best I can to you. It is worn. But the CC, when you hold it right here and look, it's got a really good CC still showing. 1890 still shows very well. The Liberty shows well. It is worn, but it still makes somebody an excellent first CC, I guess. It was my first one. But I'm showing that a little bit one more time. I'm going to go back again. Here's the pocket knife. It's $20 plus $5 shipping. That's a Red Ryder 3-blader. Anybody interested in the Red Ryder? $20 plus $5 shipping. Probably going to go into Big T and Mama T's tomorrow for the flea market if I don't move anything. But at least I had fun trying to do it today. If I don't sell anything, I still had fun. Here's the 2020 Cheetah again. These are going for around $75 on most other channels that or not channels, but websites that I've looked at. And I'm about $10 below. I'm asking $65 plus $5 shipping. And it's the 20 francs, Republic of Congo. AZ, you mean you don't have a CC? I didn't either till I had that one I showed you there a minute ago. But this one right here is 65 plus 5 shipping. Like I say, everywhere I looked it up, I had Big T go on and look with me the other day. And I'm about $10 cheaper. If anybody's, this one right here is 65 plus 5. And now the CC is $115 plus $5 shipping. It's $115 plus 5 to ship. So that's really all I have. I got those 5 items. Anybody want to come up and talk a minute with me while I stay on here? Well, hey, Barla, I got 5 items I'm selling today. Have you seen all 5 of them yet, Barla? The first one was this right here, this Red Ryder 3-blade pocket knife. I've come down on the price. I want $20 plus $5 shipping on the Red Ryder. If anybody wants interested, type BIN for the knife. So there's the first one, Barla. It's a Red Ryder. It's a really pretty pocket knife. Not too big, not too small. Let's see. The 2020 Cheetah. And then, like I say, it's one of them carries a premium with it. They're a high price. I didn't realize it till I got a hold of it. 2020, 20 francs, Democratic Republic of Congo, and I want 65 plus 5 shipping on that one. Which item you want, Barla? You want the knife or the Cheetah there? I'm type in the item, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Was you look interested for the knife or the silver round, the cheetah? Okay, all right. Barley gets the cheetah, and the knife. Okay, I'll put you aside here. Folds the little knifey, and let me show. There's only three other, and thank you, Barley. I appreciate it. I really do. There's a desktop microphone if anybody ever might want to use it streaming. Maybe not everybody has a use for them, but I priced it cheap. $12 plus $3 shipping. And it's got the 3.5 millimeter plug that plugs into most of your earphone places, and microphone plug. $12 plus $3, so $15 shipped on that one. And the one I really don't, let's see. Barley, you getting the microphone too? Am I following you right? You buying the microphone? Or that was a earlier answer? If you did type bin microphone, that way I'll know. Like I say, I'm a greenhorn in here today trying to do this simple 5 items, I guess. Okay. All right. Thank you, Barley. Let's see. And I got 2 items left. Hey, 3 nines. I'm doing the Black Saturday Christmas sale. I made that little line up at the last minute for my title. This was one I really don't want to, but I'm going to. I'm just still raising money for the holidays, as we say, and that's a fact of what I'm doing. It's a $5 coin. It's the Argent Fin, and it's 4 nines fine, and it's 21.175 grams of 4 nines fine silver. It's a Canadian coin with the COA. I'm wanting 65 for that one. It brought a whole lot more at the cancer auction last year. Of course, it was in the cancer auction, so brought probably a lot more, mainly because of that. But to see this coin here, even my old camera shows up how pretty this one is. It's really nice for the breast cancer awareness. All right, Barla's going to buy me out. Thank you, Barla. And hang on 1 second. I got one more item left. Let's see. The last thing I have was the 1890. Now, my camera's not showing it well, but it is, you can see it's a good readable date still. It is a worn coin, but also it is a C.C. Morgan, Carson City. And I think I'm right in line with, according to the way they rate them. I'm not no coin grader by far. Of course, this is, like I said, it's an old worn CC, but the CC still has a good strike in there. You can see it good, see the date. I'm wanting $115 and $5 for shipping on the CC Morgan. And if you hadn't ever owned a CC, this would be the cheap day to get in on one, to own one. I just wished, plus me shaking, I have to do 2 hands to hold it up here. Can y'all see the date on it? I mean, it may be clearer to y'all than it is for me on my little laptop. Hey, River. Good to see you. Barlow's clearing me out. Barlow, you buying the CC2? Ain't you kidding? All right. Awesome. Whoa. Well, Barlow, whoever the last one that sold today, there's not much, but I'm throwing you in. You're getting a free 1963 Rosie dime to go in with your stuff today. I'm throwing that in for you, Barlow. Anybody want to come up for a minute? Anybody's wanting to come up, more than welcome, and chat for a couple of minutes before I leave today. And Barlow, you're only going to have to pay. I'm just going to do for everything. It's going to be a bigger. I'll put it in. We'll get it, ship it in some type of box. I'm just going to make you add $10 for your whole order. If that sounds fair to you, I'll do $10 shipping. That way, I'll put it all in a whatever kind of one of those United States Postal Service boxes you ship them in. I hear you, AZ. Y'all made my day. This is I just sat around earlier and I thought, even if I don't sell nothing today, I thought I'm going to get in here. I'm going to try to do a stream and see if I can do it without screwing it up. I think old Big T was asleep. I called him and tried to get him to at least come up on the panel with me. We're going to have to fire Big T since he stood me up today. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Johnny Ray. I got 11 people in here. Man, I'm still, believe it or not, I know you can tell, but I'm a shy kind of person. I'm not too gung ho at getting up on the camera, but heck, I believe maybe in a few months I could get a little better at it. What's up, Wes? How's it going, Wes Robinson? Good to see you, buddy. You missed all the bargains. They didn't last. Let's see. I don't even think we've been on 30 minutes yet, have we? I don't think. River, I did the best I could do. I don't know how good it was, but I tried. There's Oz Art. Hey, buddy. I had a five lots that I sold, and beer drinking Barlow pulled out the broom and took the sweep. Anybody? Yeah, she's got Barlow. The only thing she didn't buy was the skunk, and I sent it to Wes. I had a good time. Anybody wanna come up? If I could figure out how to drop the link down there in the chat, I can do it. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that, just in case. Let's see. Copy the link. Let's see. Copy. Paste. Anybody wanna come up? I'll drop that link down there. I figured it out. I didn't screw nothing up yet. Well, just get in on about this much up, River, where nobody can't see you. You just put the blanket over you. Three nines. So how's things going up in the upper state? Oh, I see one of my buddies coming up here now. Let's see here. See how it's gonna work.
Hey, Gleason, how's it going?
All right, buddy. Good to see you, Johnny Ray. I seen one of the first really pictures I seen of you the other day when you had a little video.
Oh yeah,
Nice
I did a
little
live
beard
stream.
there. Yeah, I had always, you always want to put a face with everybody, and that was one of the first times. I think it's one of the first times I've seen you. I've heard your voice a lot, but I never did usually see you when you used to sell things.
Yeah, I try to stay. I don't know why it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I'm so tickled I came in today. I didn't, you just don't never know. It's just like with all streams, but I tell you, River and Barla are some wonderful people. They've been so good to me. I'm very blessed to have them as friends. They've been excellent to me. I won't say that.
This whole community's been awesome to me. I got my GoFundMe page running right now, and I've had some good luck at the beginning of it. So I'm far from
Yeah,
my goal, but at least I got the ball rolling on it. So
yeah. Hey, Mr. A.G. Price. How about that? Good to see you, Mr. A.G. So Johnny Ray, I don't know if it's right I asked that, but did you sell all of your stuff? Did you sell all of your
my whole
stuff?
collection is gone.
Well, I did that when back when my wife got breast cancer, and I've won a thing or two here and there, and I've had some things donated to me in the past in the way of silver, just some nice stuff and some nice things that I'd won. Um, And actually, there's one of them that I put up today was the that breast cancer awareness. But I've kept it for, I think I've had it almost 2 years, and I've showed it to all my family and stuff when they come around, and I've got a lot of good use out of it, and I don't think let's say it was Mister. One of his handles is Frankie Three Fingers, but it's who am I trying to call his name? I can't think of it now. Um, Oh, somebody help me out. Who's Frankie Three Fingers? But he bought that in a cancer auction and donated it and sent it to me and Miss Gleason. And
Yeah, that's nice.
but I had it 2 years, and yeah, I'm struggling this year to kind of push through the holidays, and um, actually, a fella stepped in the other day, and it was, and I don't guess he minds. It was, I'm totally blank. Lord, that's terrible to do that. Um, Joe Durbin, because I'm nervous being up here today. But Joe Durbin, I put up a bell that I had gotten from him 2 years ago as well. And he bought the bell and he gave the bell back to me. he said he wanted to help me, and I tell you what, and I take my hat off, and I mean it. I tell you what, that was I mean, when I hung up from him, the truth was there weren't nobody home but me, and I had put out a video to try to sell that bell because I was just trying to make a little money to get through these holidays. And I laid down in bed after that. I couldn't do nothing. I felt helpless. I was just like, I had tears of joy. I laid down in the bed and cried about it. And I thought, there's people have been excellent to me. I can't say anything about this corn community other than good. It's all good. They've been very nice to me. I've been down, and they bring me up. And it don't always have to be with items or money. I've had people always give me good thoughts, make me feel better about myself. And
yeah, I hear you. I
I
said
got
there's been so many people there for me.
yeah.
Um,
It's I get lost for words, but I'm proud to be in here. I wish I could do more, and I hope I'm working on something. So maybe in put it this way, maybe in another year from now I'll have an income. I still don't per se. I don't have an income right now, um, but I'm hoping by next year things is going to turn for the better. And
you and me both, brother.
yeah, and it's I don't like to depend on other people. I worked for 26 years at the same job, and when that place closed, it really messed me up. I'll tell you that. And thank you, Barlow. I appreciate you commenting saying that. And hey, Dizzy, Dizzy Giraffe's here.
Yeah, I know, Sir Gold, and that's fine. Like I said, if no, I mean, if I can get it shared out to as many people as I can get it shared out to, that'd be
Yeah,
great too. So
yes. And AG, I agree with you 100%. And we are. I feel indebted, but there will be if I live long enough, there will be that day that I've got that paycheck coming back, and I ain't forgetting. I've got a list. I've got a list of people that've been awfully nice to me, and I'm not gonna forget them. I ain't gonna turn my back on them. I'm definitely gonna be back there for them, and I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun, and I didn't know whether today or not. I'm like, heck with it. I'm going to go on. I'm going to try to do a live stream today, and it's been about, believe it or not, I think it's been about a year and a half, and I did one Saturday afternoon before, and I don't know. I had trouble. I had trouble with it. I think it kicked me out a couple times, but I finally got back on. I was afraid to try to do my green screen today because that will overload my little Chromebook. I'm operating off of a $150 Chromebook. It was the cheapest laptop that I think, ever come out with.
Gleason, I operate on my phone.
Well, you can do it, and yeah, and sometimes I've jumped up on there with Big T and with the phone.
The one problem, the one problem with the phone is you can't jump between StreamYard and Google and YouTube. So I can't add moderators, uh, like you can off your laptop as the stream
Right.
is going on. I have to get off, go into the YouTube, not you, whatever that is, and add the moderators that way.
That's what I was going to ask right now while we're talking, because like I say, do I do that through settings over here right now to add moderators?
You know what? You can look at the chat. I don't know how it works on the laptop. There's like 3 dots next to people's name.
Well, that would be then. Oh, okay. You're right. You're right. Let's see here.
And it could say make moderator. So
Let's see. I'm gonna try something here. Let's see. No, that don't do it. Let's see. Uh, hmm. I want to click set. I'm gonna click settings here a minute. Let's see what we come up with. Let's see. Guest. Let's see. No, that's not it. I believe you're right though. I think I'm not able to do it on the StreamYard side. I think I'd have to step over on switch over to YouTube. I'm scared to do it right now. Everything else has went smooth, and I'm afraid I'll drop myself out. So, we lost Johnny Ray. He jumped out, or something happened. I didn't do it. I promise. Oh my! Yeah, well, that's a river. I'm trying to figure out on here. If I switch over to YouTube, Lord, I'm scared to do it. I'm afraid I'll lose y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. If something happens, y'all stay in here because I will refresh my page and come back. Let me go to the YouTube side a minute here. Just a minute. Let's see. No, no, I can't do that either because I'm not even on my page over there. I've not got it running. I went straight to StreamYard and set up this stream. I'm not going to try it today, but I do know you've got to do it on the YouTube side because I clicked the three dots while I'm over here right now, Sir Gold, and on the StreamYard side, and all it shows me is to put user and timeout or block user, and I'm not doing that. So let's see. Yeah, that's the only options you have on StreamYard side. Let's see. And Barlow, when I get done off of here today, I'll figure your total up, and then I'll because I'm not going to charge you that much shipping because you bought all 5 items. Oh Lord. Sorry for the sniffles today. I've been blowing my nose all day long, and this old sinus trouble gets to you. Oh, okay. Well, Sir Gold, let's see here. Well, still, let's see. Show. No. Let's see. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to. If I hid you, I didn't mean to there. Let's see now. There we go. You're back. No, sir. Yeah, I know, Sir Gold, but Barla. Now, Sir Gold, I'll have to do it on the YouTube side, and I don't have my channel opened on the YouTube right now. And that's where I have to, you got to do, I think you have to add moderators from that side only. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, there's Johnny Ray back.
Yeah, I kicked myself off. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I didn't catch you for a second. I see how, like, when Miss Ada does it some mornings, they'll be busy. Of course, she may have 10 people up there. And I can see now, though, you can be busy focusing on what they're saying or, be just looking off talking and not realize those people down there in the basement waiting to get up there to come on with you.
Yeah, I knew you were trying to mess with that stuff, so I was just being patient.
Now, I'm on my channel on my second tab over there, but, like, I'm not watching the stream, and have it muted and all that. I'm just locked in on the tab with it, and I'm afraid to open it and run it because I know what it'll do with a Chromebook. It won't operate all that stuff trying to run a stream and then do that at the same time. Now, probably in about another within the next month, I think I'm going to be getting Big T's old laptop. And, and he upgraded this past year now, and I'm going to be getting that one from him, and I'll be able to do more, that way then.
Right.
And I'll be able to show stuff better, that's what I hate right now. I'm not able to show things as clear. Now, some things like that real shiny, the Argent Fin coin I showed a while ago, my camera showed it great. But on some things, it's not clarifying. It's not focusing in for me. And the reason it's not is the camera's good, but my laptop is not well enough to handle it. It's what it amounts to. And I've tried with the camera that comes on built into the laptop before on Sundays and show things, and it's a poor camera too. It don't do a great job.
Right.
because it's cheap, you know. There's Johnny Ray.
Here I am.
Boom, boom, boom. Now,
Yeah,
did you used to go?
I don't know where my camera is. There it is.
Didn't you used to go? You went to Chicago a lot in the trucking business, didn't you? You was in Chicago a lot.
I lived in Northwest Indiana most of my life.
Okay.
You know where that is, don't you?
Yes, I used to. I used to go to Chicago quite often when I was growing up, and I'd go up and visit my aunt and uncle every summer. And he was a lieutenant on the fire department his whole life. Well, through the years I was a kid, he had been for years. I think he had served close to 40 years up there on the fire department. And the last, excuse me, the last 10 years he served at O'Hare Airport. So every year, Johnny Ray, when I'd go up there, I'd get to go spend the night with him one night because most of the time he'd be off work while I come up and visit him. But I got to go stay all night. I slept it was the commissioner, so whoever the commissioner was, he wasn't there. And I'd sleep I had my own private room, my own bathroom, my own shower, and I could look out the window and see all the O'Hare and everything going on. I got to ride every truck at the airport. All the fire trucks, they're Oshkosh. And I got to go up in the 90-foot bucket, you know. It took me up 90 foot, and I made pictures from that bucket of the skyline downtown from that O'Hare. Yeah, because I was 90 foot up in the air, you know, and it was pretty cool. And and then the other benefit I had up there was he'd get them free tickets to the Cubs games.
Oh, really?
Right
Nice.
across the street from Wrigley Field was a little fire station, a one truck station, and it's called Wrigleyville Fire Department.
Yep.
That's that name of that area. So he would call ahead, and I'd take his car and park. They had a little bitty parking lot around back, and I'd park in that little parking lot. He said, walk straight through the building, through the kitchen, and I run out the front door, and right there was the ballpark.
Nice.
And I got to park for nothing, and shoot, I had it made when I was younger. Getting to do, I won't never forget them. I had a wonderful aunt and uncle that they treated me like a king when I went up there.
Very nice, very nice. Especially going to Cubs games.
I know it, and I got this to prove it too. The first Cubs game I ever went to, I called my dad that day and I said, Dad, I want you to tape that ball game tonight, this afternoon. It was a day game. I said, you might be able to see me. And he laughed and he said, son, you realize how many people there? They're not going to see you. And well, at the seventh inning, it was a line drive foul ball, and I was on the front row of the first baseline. And that thing hit me and it landed in my hand. I had my hands kind of like this.
Nice.
Hit my knuckles, and it just was spinning, and I wasn't grabbing for it. It just landed in my hand.
That's
and I jumped up, you know, and I was doing like this. And of course they panned the camera over there to, you know, that. And my dad and them, they couldn't wait. They'd been calling her house all evening to see when we got home. They said, we seen you. We can't believe it. They said, did you catch that ball? I said, yeah, I sure did. I've still got it. I had it put in a trophy.
That's amazing. I've been to like 20 Cubs games. I've never had even a ball come close to me.
That could you imagine, though, the first game I ever went to? I still remember the guy. It was a foul ball, but I still remember who hit it. It was Vance Law was the man.
Law.
That's who was playing for him then. That hit it, and yeah, it was pretty neat. I've been to Comiskey Park, to the old Comiskey Park, not the new.
I went to the new once.
Yeah. And now, I hadn't watched a baseball game, and I don't watch any sports anymore now. And it's been a few years. I watched I quit watching about 2 years ago NASCAR.
I quit watching NASCAR about 5 years ago. I don't
Whenever
even know who's
Earnhardt
driving
Jr.
anymore.
Whenever Earnhardt Jr. quit or
Yeah,
went to announcing, I was so aggravated because I wanted to. That's who I was pulling for always. Hey J Dog, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, J Dog. Can you believe it? Gleason News is live streaming.
I
um,
the first NASCAR race I ever watched, um, in the wintertime, the girl I was dating, she was in a NASCAR, and I'm like, really? That's ridiculous. All you're doing is watching the car going around a circle. And we watched a couple old races with, Earnhardt Sr. and Jeff Gordon. And I'm like, this is awesome. Earnhardt is my driver. That's the dude I want to watch. So the Daytona 500 came around, and that was my first actual live race that I watched, and that was the race he died.
I, that was one of the things one of my bucket list things I always wanted to do, and I had a couple of people here at home that traveled in big motorhomes every year, and they offered to take me, but that was back when I was working full time, and I couldn't take off work and go. They offered to take me and pay my way, but I never did get to go. Kids were growing up, you know.
I went to the Brickyard 400 once down in
Okay.
Indianapolis.
I'd either want to go to Daytona or I would want to go see a Talladega race. That would be one of the two places I'd pick.
Yeah, the Brickyard was all right. Too big of a track because you get to see him come across the front, come out of turn 4 across the front stretch into turn 1, and then you're looking at the screen for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because they got that big pagoda there, and you can't see the back of the track.
Now, I think, unless she was joking, Pammy Jones lives right by Pocono Raceway. I don't know if she could see them, but she could hear them when they're running.
Oh yeah,
I remember her telling that.
Oh no, Pocono's that weird triangle track. I was there's another one in Pennsylvania, right? It's a road course.
I can't tell you either. It's been already lost out in it. What's that other one? I can't tell you either. But
I know one in Sonoma. That's in California. They do a road course, but I don't know. Maybe I know Pocono Raceway is really odd shaped. It's not an oval. It's like a triangle.
Yeah. Tri-oval, is that what they call it?
Tri-oval, yeah, tri-oval. That's
all
it.
Right. And then like when Dale Earnhardt Senior was on, and the day that happened, I was just I couldn't believe it. I mean, all that afternoon, we were actually in Walmart, and they had all the TVs showing, and I seen that happen. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe he died. I couldn't believe that.
Hey, J Dog, I didn't see you.
Shut that for me if you would. One of my daughters came in to visit.
Yes, they're gold. I've been all over this country, so. But when the last job I had driving, I was just going. It was more of a regional type thing. I was going to Chicago. Chicago. I was going to Kansas City, and I was going up to Minnesota.
Well, I still got 10 people, I think, if I'm still showing right in here. I'm really tickled today. I think I had 10 or maybe 11 at one time. I was tickled. I was really tickled with the outcome today. Couldn't say enough. Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you sold all your stuff. That's good.
yes, I'm blessed and very happy today. And Barla, I got your message, and I'll settle with you in a little bit. I'll send it to you and send you that information. And heck, I don't. I'm a I'm an old guy lost for words this afternoon. I don't know what else to say, but I'm glad you came up with me, Johnny Ray. It
Oh,
helps
no
to have
problem.
somebody. I see when Big T says, "I wish somebody'd come up with me some nights," because you get up there by yourself, you don't know you don't know
Yeah,
what to say next. I just wanted to do it right.
I did a couple auctions where I was by myself, and I'm in it. I don't do many live streams, and it's like you just feel like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
You,
No,
you, you get no response from anybody. So
you just got to pace yourself. You just got to pace yourself out and kind of follow and read the chat.
yeah,
And
the live streams, boy, I'm telling you, they boost up that watch time hours in a
yeah,
hurry.
mm-hmm. And
Because I did two, and I've done three, and I'm up to 300 watch hours just in the last 3 weeks.
wow,
Yeah, so
and
I'm gonna.
and and I see now where people that run big streams, and you wonder sometimes why they don't say hi to you when they got 30 to 50. Let's just say I can understand that because just watching 8 to 10 people here. I mean, I think I've said hi to everybody today, but you get so many in there. There's no way they can say hi to everybody. And then you think the ones that gets 200 to 500.
No, yeah, I don't know how they keep up with those when it's
Well,
500 people.
they don't unless somebody sends them a big super chat.
Well, the best like things are when two people are working together. Like you're doing a show with two people because
Yep,
I don't know, you just kind of
absolutely.
you know I don't know. It always sounds better. I watch channels where it's just one person. It's like, okay, I
Yep,
get you.
that's like Paul and Snacks on $50 make you holler
Yeah,
show. You know they, you know they work good together, and then most of they still miss things sometimes. But I mean, it ain't nobody gonna be perfect.
like Joe and Diane and
And
Robert
then
Flordelina. Oh, Rob finds treasure and his wife. I mean, they all, a two-person team like that's always works good.
and the perfect size stream too, like big flips. It's not too big and it's not too small. And Joe Durbin, when they do their auctions and stuff, it's just about right. They do an excellent job, keeping up with what's going in chat, and that's the size of kind of ones I like to go watch too. And I feel like when you get in there after as long as I've been watching now, I don't know, going on 3 years, I think, you feel like you know everybody. When you see them names, you feel like you know them all.
Right, like when I don't watch him anymore, but I used to watch a lot of Rob finds treasure, and he would have like 800 people on a stream, and I couldn't even I wouldn't even get in a chat because what was the point? I couldn't even keep up with
Right.
reading it. I don't know how they did.
Well, and of course, I can't donate. I hadn't been able to do things like that, but I've watched them numerous times, and I went in. Hey, Dana F, I see you. I said hello to you now. But like when I went into their channel before, and I guess they're busy. Uh, but I've said hi. Like, I might have got a hello one time from them, but I ain't knocking them. But it's just I guess they're busy and they don't see me.
I got
You
a
know,
high from when I became a member.
and anyway, let's see here. How you doing today, Dana? Dana F. Furtado. Uh-oh, I might not supposed to told that, but we probably know his name. Oh, Dana. He's a good old guy. I always like seeing him in there. We always talk.
Yeah.
Got good to see old Sir Gold today.
Yep, I've been on the stream circuit today myself. I was on Reds earlier.
Yeah, that's where I initially earlier there wasn't a lot on, and there weren't many people, and that was another reason I went in there today, and he had a couple of giveaway things there towards the end, and I asked him, and I didn't even think about how long he'd be streaming, and I asked him if he mind if I posted something I was going to do in a little while, and he was real nice, and he said no, not at all, go ahead, and I was like, well, heck, I didn't think about it. He might still been streaming, you know. Of course, I just picked a random time. I was going to start at 2, and I didn't kind of get it all together till 2:30.
You can't worry about other people streaming just because you just can't. If you waited for other people to be done streaming, you never get your streaming. Sometimes you just got to overlap and hope that you pick up some people from the bigger people that are streaming.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've streamed on Wednesdays and Fridays when right before Joe or Robert gets ready to do the auction, but I always finish right like, okay, the big boys are about to start, so I'm done. Y'all go over
Yeah.
there and have some fun.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm hoping, and then, like I say, Matt can come to me sooner. But if I have my income starts between now and next year, I can't wait to. I'm not going crazy, but I'm going to buy a few. There's a few things that I just die for that I would want for a collection, you know, and
Yeah, I got you.
I want to do that because I had about 3 little. I'd say let's call them shoe boxes. I had about 3 shoe boxes full, and I accumulated that in 2 years. And Johnny Ray, 90% of that was giveaway wins. You wouldn't believe the stuff I had. I had stuff that I stayed up late at night. Of course, when I lost my job, I was real depressed, and there were, I had done that same thing all my life, so I didn't want to go somewhere else. I wanted to stay in the same line, so I tried to kind of work for myself quite some time. AG, I don't sell any tires. I always let them bring them to me. I wish you, and if you live close by, AG, I'd fix you up because I can mount them and balance them. I got the machines to do it right out here in my shop. Yeah, I bought the equipment he had for the tire changing when he closed up in 2018. The guy I worked for.
No, okay.
I went to work for that man when I was a kid, and
really,
I forget now. Let's see how old I was. I can't remember, but I was still a kid, and I say I was a kid, And
just changing tires and stuff.
We had it was one of these old full service gas stations on a corner lot downtown Gleason, which is a little bitty square there, real small town, 1,500 population, but we changed oil, basic service on car, and fixed flats, and we fixed truck flats. That's what's wrong with me today. I got ruptured discs in my back and sciatic nerve problem going in my right leg. But the truck tires got me. What was the worst thing about it was picking them up and flipping them over when they're laying flat on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Before we closed, I was done down to where I'd have to hang this tool into the wheel and flip them because I couldn't do it no more from the ground up because that's how bad a shape my back's in, And that was probably one of the reasons he decided to close too. He was probably scared I was going to sue him, but I ain't that kind of guy. He was so good to me all them years. While I wouldn't have considered it for nothing. It was just hard work. It was hard work, and it happened. It wasn't his fault that it happened.
I used to work for Ryder in Chicago. It was a captain out for the Chicago Tribune, and yeah, I did as a mechanic. I started off as a fueler washer, and then I made it to a PM technician, and I was an apprentice. Yeah, when I was a PM technician and a wash bay fueler guy, that's what they had me do was change tires. So
Yes,
I
and
get it.
that's a killer job, and we had the tools. You do it by hand, but you still had these helper tools. You stomp that butterfly. I call it one thing a butterfly. You stomp in there and you put a tool in it, peels it off, and
Yeah,
then we
2 bars.
then we had a flat piece that you put in, and to pop the other side off. And
Hmm.
it made it a lot easier to do. But Lord,
Oh, they got
I wish I had. I don't know. I wouldn't be greedy. Let's just say $5 a piece for every tire I ever changed for that man. I'd be
yeah,
rich.
right.
He got $20 a piece to change a truck tire, whether they's on the truck or whether they was off. $20, and that's probably cheap. Or what you paid out on the road when you were changing them.
Oh, first of all, you have to buy the tire. I mean, um,
But just to change one, I mean, what it costs just to change one.
I don't know what it's just to change it because, like, quite honestly, out on the road, it's because you blew a tire. So you got to pay for the tire. So it's usually about 400 altogether. Um,
Yeah,
Change and put back on the truck. But I didn't care when I was a company driver. It's not my money. Okay, blow the tire wherever. Where do you want me to go? I don't care. But when you own the truck, then that's a different story.
yeah,
You blow a tire, you just cringe. You're like,
yeah.
oh, there goes 400.
And yeah, they gonna get you out on the road. And I had a lot of friends here local, like I guess you owned your own truck, like you say, and they all, they wanted to get into business and have their own truck. And I seen so many guys lose out, especially when the economy started turning bad, and that was about 2007, 8, or 9. Is when I remember things started getting bad. That's when I remember them going bad. And then we lasted downtown at that service station until 2018. So say another 10 years or so, and it got slow, and we didn't have the business we used to have. We used to change as high as 30 to 40 in a daytime down there. Not every day, but that was on our good day. We might change 30. We changed them for a clay company that owned all their own trucks, and they hauled from the pit to the plant. And
Yeah.
but they kept us busy. I'd go get a trailer load behind our little pickup, and we'd get them fixed. And I'd think, Lord, we're done. I'd get back, and they'd have another trailer load down there. And there was many days I come home and I eat my supper at night. I was ready for bed because I knew what was coming the next day.
You got that right.
uh,
I remember one night, the first truck I ever owned was with my buddy, my best friend, and we were coming out. We just picked up at a chicken plant out of Oklahoma. It was New Year's Eve, and it was funny because with this load, we were actually going to get paychecks,
yeah,
and we sat at the chicken place all day long, and we didn't get rolling until like I don't know, 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve. We get about 2 hours down the road, and I mean, you cannot mistake truck tires blowing. They sound like shotguns.
yeah,
We had both tires on the back axle blow on one side. Now we're hauling 45,000 pounds of chicken, and
hmm,
there's we pull over the side of the road. We call Love's truck stop. They quoted him a price of $1,400 to come out, replace the two tires, and on the side of the road. And he said, "Well, what if I get to? I mean, the truck stop was 30 miles away.
yeah,
So he said, what if I can get there?" And I said, "Well, if you can get here, it's going to be like $700." So they doubled the price if they had to come out on the road.
yeah.
So to because of the weight of the load, the rim, the way it blew, the rim was the rim on that side was almost, it was like that far off the concrete, and we couldn't drop the trailer there on the side of the road, and we were about half a mile from the exit, so we had to slide the fifth wheel, pull some of the weight off of the to we raise it up about that high, and this is New Year's Eve in Oklahoma, and I'm standing we're going down the shoulder to get to the exit. I'm standing on the steps on the passenger side with the window open,
Mhm.
so I, just in case, the rims came down and hit the concrete, I was there to let them know. But we dropped the trailer at this little gas station and drove the 30 miles back to the Lowe's and had the tires changed. But moral of the story was is they were going to charge double to come out on the side of the road.
Before I get off, before I get off of here today, I want to ask you: did you ever stop in Effingham at that truck stop? There's only a couple big ones, I think, that back in the day, and eat breakfast at one of those truck stops in Effingham, Illinois.
I've been in Effingham a lot, but there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of truck stops.
But there was two. Now, if you're headed north, they were on the left side of the road. And there was two of them at this one exit, I think. But there was one that had been there so many years, I can't tell you the name of it. We used to always stop going up north, and that was the best place to have a breakfast. It was just like your grandmother cooked.
There's not too many of those left out anymore. They've closed all them little truck stops down.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm fixing to cut out, and I'm going to close this thing down. And I want to thank everybody for coming today. Y'all made my Saturday afternoon, and I'll have to do this again someday. And I thank you, Johnny Ray, for coming up here with me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I really do, and thank everybody again, and let's do it again sometime. I'll try to maybe on another Saturday afternoon again. I don't think I'm never going to have too many people to worry about stepping on nobody's toes.
No, probably not, but hey, it builds up like that. This is how you do it.
3-9s, thank you, brother, for coming in today. I'm glad to see you. Maybe we'll see everybody tomorrow at the flea market and Mama T's, and I may watch tomorrow. And y'all have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.
See y'all later. Bye-bye.